Hello Six Nation, would you like to know how to make better decision? Making better decision will improve your life. I'm going to show you 3 frameworks to make better decision. The first framework is to think laterally. Thinking laterally is to think outside the box. Most of us think in a vertical way. We don't think laterally. We think logical, sequential, and analytic, but we don't think creative. We don't think outside the box. Thinking laterally is moving away from the logic and linear reasoning. It's about using your creativity and find solution by rejecting the status quo and finding new solution by having a new perspective on things. The second framework is second order thinking. Most of us are very good at first order thinking. First order thinking is simple and easy. In the book Thinking Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman described 2 systems, System 1 and System 2. First order thinking is when we activate System 1. This is instinctive. This is where we do something using mainly emotion and make a knee-jerk reaction when we decide. Second order thinking is about thinking more deliberately and more logical. It's about using your analytic power to think something through and think about second order, third order consequences. So most people try to solve a problem by looking at the immediate consequences, but when you're thinking second order, you look past the immediate consequence and you look at the consequences down the line in the future, and you think about the systems and interaction and how things will impact on other part of the ecosystem. So second order thinking is very important if you want to make better decisions. An example of first order thinking is, say you've had a long shift at work and coming back home and you think, oh, let's have a chocolate bar because I've earned it, and you just want to chill and watch Netflix and have your chocolate. The consequence of this is you're choosing a sedentary lifestyle, and in the long term, if you keep doing that, you're going to impact your health, and this has consequences. Now, second order thinking is, yes, you finish your long shift and you come back home. When you're trying to relax, you say to yourself, let's go for a walk and get some fresh air. This is second order thinking because you understand that when you go out for fresh air, when you're using movement, it's going to improve your health and well-being, and in the long term, this habit will pay off. So this is second order thinking. The last thinking framework is to think about the worst case scenario. Thinking about the worst case scenario is helpful because it enables you to prepare for the worst. When you know about the worst case scenario and you had processed it in your mind, you have a plan, you have a backup plan if a disaster comes around. And we know that there's so many uncertainties about the future. So the best way to prepare is to have this worst case scenario playing in your mind, and you know what you're going to do in the worst case scenario. So these are the 3 frameworks that great thinkers use when they're making decisions. The first one is to think laterally. The second one is to have second order thinking. Last but not least is to think about the worst case scenario. I hope you find this video useful. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.